Once upon a time, there lived a family of three. Mazi Oke and Amaka had a lovely daughter named Nkem. Oke is a wealthy man known round the village for his generosity. He gives to all who ask for help. But Oke had a big problem. He doesn't give his family any money. Oke had a friend named Obi. Obi is his best friend and his chief advisor. He would advise him to spend his money anyhow he likes and that he doesn't really need to take care of his family. After all, what are the farmlands for? They both hung out together, including living a life of adultery as he would take on different women. Though Obi wasn't married yet. Amaka knew about this, and this made her so sad and she cried all the time. She would tell her parents what was going on, but they did not believe her, as anytime they asked their in-law, Oke, for money, he would give them. All this kept going on, and Amaka couldn't take it anymore and had to summon the elders to lay her complaint. A meeting was called, but the matter was soon dismissed as no one believed her. One day, while Amaka was sleeping, a spirit appeared to her, telling her to leave the village as her life was in danger. Amaka woke up from her dream and couldn't quite make much meaning of the dream. So she decided to listen to the spirit that spoke to her. After all, she wasn't happy and wasn't treated fair in her own home. She took her daughter, packed her things, and left. They left the village. Not so long, they met a stranger who asked her where she was headed, and she told the stranger that she had to leave her village as her life was in danger. The woman asked her to follow her and showed her to her house so they could stay and live there as she stayed alone. She thanked the woman very well and followed her home. Amaka got familiar with her new environment, and soon they started going to the farm so they could be able to make money to take care of herself and her daughter. The next day, Oke confided in his friend Obi. He told him that his wife and daughter had left his home. Obi asked him, "What do you mean your wife and daughter left your home? Did they go visiting her parents?" He said no, that he's sure of what he's saying, that he can't seem to find any of her belongings. Her luggages, that of hers and the daughters are gone, that he can't find anything. That's as if they just vanished into the thin air. Obi said, "Well, if your wife wants to leave, let her leave. That after all, isn't this what you've been waiting for? That this is a golden opportunity for you to get married to that lady I showed you about. That don't you like her? I mean, don't you want a male child?" He said yes, he wants one. Then he said he shouldn't be worried and instead he should be happy. Oke sent word to Amaka's family of her being missing and told them that if she doesn't return as soon as possible, he would need a refund of his bride price and he would take another wife. After all, she hasn't given him a male child. Oke went ahead with his threat and married a new wife. What Oke did not know is that things were about to change in his life for good. His new wife all of a sudden changed towards him. Before one could know or tell what was happening, Oke fell very sick. He was bedridden and could not do so much. Everyone he once helped deserted him, even his best friend Obi. It turns out that Obi, Oke's best friend, and his new wife were lovers, and this was a plan to kill him and take away all his properties. Oke's friend told him on his sick bed that he should not worry, that death will soon come, that he never forgave him for taking Amaka away from him, that since he loves taking what belongs to him, he was only returning the favor to him. His only regret now is that he could not kill Amaka, as she was his first target. Oke was just dumbfounded and utterly shocked as to all he just heard his friend said. And the lovers left him for dead. Amaka, while sleeping, got a dream similar to the first one, but this time around asking her to return to her husband's house and to go with a particular herbs to prepare for him, as he was in grave danger. The next morning, Amaka woke up, thanked the woman who housed her, and promised to come visiting, but she has to return to her house now. Amaka set out to her home with her daughter. On getting to the compound, she noticed how dirty it was, like no one has been there for a while. On getting inside, she saw her husband laying very sick on the bed. Hurriedly, she prepared the herbs and administered it to him. The husband was so happy to see her and started asking for her forgiveness for everything he has done to her. He narrated what transpired between him and his friend. Immediately, Amaka went and reported the matter to the elders, who summoned them, and they were banished from the community. Thereafter, Oke showed great love to his wife and family. The end. The lesson of this story is, it's not every advice you are given that you take, and know that charity begins at home. Never let your family down, because they are the ones who truly care about you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment, as it helps grow our channel. Thank you.